Hey everybody, welcome to the OSS Podcast. This is Matt,
Scott,
Tyler,
and we are here to talk about your gaming, your tech, your NFL, all kinds of shit. Yes, I said NFL. We're doing it.
Okay, first, Tony is not here. He's on a trip. Just gonna throw that out
Tony
there.
is out in the middle of... He's in Savannah killing zombies.
Exactly. I mean,
yeah.
Okay, so...
it's totally understandable. Unlike Tyler, who was just a total dick about it.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm a dick for a reason.
Hey, do not slam the table. That's not going to end well.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get this kicked off. Alienate anyone who is an NFL fan right away. Free agency began Tuesday.
Yes, it did.
And for a quick run through, I'm a Tennessee Titans fan.
I'm a
the
Falcon.
only one with home pride. Fuck both of you.
What? No, I've got home pride.
Yeah, well, he's
I'm
from
a Falcons.
Georgia.
I'm a Falcons
Fuck
fan.
Tyler. Fuck you.
Hey, I love Louisiana. I'm sorry.
All right.
Saints.
Anyway, sorry, Scott.
So I'm a Falcons fan. I was raised in Georgia. I've recently moved here. So, Falcons can beat the shit out of anybody. Probably
Fair.
not true, but you know what? You
They
gotta
did beat the
believe.
shit out of the Niners.
Screw you!
And
The Saints got their Super Bowl coach back.
you were supposed to say what team you're a fan of,
Oh,
Yeah.
the Saints.
and explain why.
Because I love the Saints.
That's not a reason.
I just like the Saints for some reason. It's not because of their team. It's just I like the Saints.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it.
New Orleans seems like a great town. I've never been there, but it seems amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Ever-
Okay.
Well, you haven't been down there, so I was about to say, have you been down
I
there
just said
for
I've never
Mardi
been
Gras?
there.
So-
But, all right, so we're gonna run through some news really quick. First, we'll do the big news. This is in case anyone actually hasn't. If you don't like NFL stuff, skip forward like 10 minutes. Wes Welker to the Broncos instead of staying with the Patriots. That's a slap in the face.
They don't need it though. They're already like a really good team.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess they can't complain. I mean, it's only going up for them.
Peyton
but-
Manning, Demarius Thomas, Eric Decker, and Wes Welker. Super Bowls. I got Super Balls for Super Bowls. They signed him to a mere, if I remember correct, 3-year. Wait, no, it was 2-year, $12 million, with $6 million guaranteed,
Damn.
which is incredibly low for a wide receiver.
Like, that's still a mill.
Yeah, well, that's kind of insulting to the Patriots in
Yeah.
that they wouldn't even offer Wes Welker that.
Who is that guy that's got the most paid player?
Joe Flacco. Now,
Screw him.
yeah, everybody hates him. Around here,
He single-handedly destroyed the Ravens
yeah.
by offering that. I mean, wanting
Well,
that much money.
What did
Fair
the
enough,
Ravens
fair-
destroy themselves? Because
I gotta
they
say
kinda-
this though, people think it was his contract. Honestly, his cap hit is only $2 million this year. It's a backloaded contract. Most of that $120 million he's not getting for another 3 or 4 years.
But still, that's a ridiculous amount.
Exactly. He should have been the man. You know what? Instead of getting $120 million, why don't you take $80 million? I'm sure you can live off that, Joe. I'm sure you can.
That's still.
I'm like,
That's he wants to overkill everything. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll just say that.
well, fair enough to him. Get his money, I guess. But the Ravens have had 9 starters of a 22-starter team leave, for sure. And another 3 are looking to get traded. And that's Ellerby, Pollard, Ray Lewis retired. They traded Anquan Bolden. There's some other people too. Looks like Ed Reed's going to the Texans, which pisses me off.
Double that for me.
Double that. And
I'm the only one that's
And-
neutral on this.
and it looks like Dennis Pittum might be picked up by another team. They're discussing trading him, but he's restricted, so that might not happen. But in news more relevant to us, it looks like the Falcons are going to rape everyone but the Broncos' face.
Yeah.
Because along with Tony Gonzalez coming back,
Yes.
they just signed Steven Jackson,
Powerhouse.
powerhouse out of St. Louis, who has never been on a team with a winning season despite being a top 5 running back.
He trucks like no one else. Like he will. You know how most running backs find holes and stuff? He makes his own. That's what's awesome about him.
Exactly. the Titans were actually active for the first time in the history of the Tennessee Titans team, signing 4 people in the first 24 hours and 2 more the next day. The Saints did sign a really good corner. I read about that. And they got Sean Payton back as head coach after his year-long suspension for being a fucking asshole.
Hey.
Alright, Bountygate, dude. Don't even.
Yeah, you got me there.
Bounties. Brett
Brett
Favre didn't deserve to get knocked out. Anyway, we're going to move on a little bit to... Obviously, there's a lot left this offseason. There's another round of free agency. There's a draft. But your early picks for next year's AFC Championship, NFC Championship, and the Super Bowl. My early picks are, I don't see how the Broncos don't make it to the AFC Championship. I don't see it. They're just so insane. And this is the out of the blue pick. I want to pick the Titans, but we won't know it. We both know that won't happen.
Hoping.
The shock team, the Miami Dolphins.
Are you serious?
Yes. For one, they did very surprisingly well last year. This offseason, they signed Ellerbe, linebacker from the Ravens. They signed Mike Wallace, wide receiver for the Steelers. And they signed another really big free agent. They were named the most active team in free agency this year. They may have not won because the Broncos just got fucking everyone. But they look really good. So I'm going to say the Broncos over the Dolphins for the AFC Championship.
All right. NFC?
NFC, I'm going to say Falcons Seahawks again. This time, I'm going to say the Falcons beat out the Seahawks again in a thriller, making Russell Wilson incredibly bitter, and Matt Ryan is finally elite. In the Super Bowl, we see Peyton Manning destroy the Falcons to get one last ring, and then he retires. In an offensive shootout, breaking the record for most points scored in a single Super Bowl, 44-41.
You went down all the way to the specifics.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, those are some 2 offensive teams. Like, the Broncos have a great defense, but it's going to be a Super Bowl where we have Wes Welker, Demaryius Thomas, Eric Decker, Julio Jones, Roddy White, and Tony Gonzalez. Debatably 6 of the best receivers in the NFL right now. And you got Matt Ryan, and you got Peyton Manning. There's going to be some passes thrown, people. Maybe a couple. Anyway.
1 or 2.
Okay, on to Scott.
All right. So, Broncos are very stacked. They're, seemingly unstoppable right now. So, it's going to be Broncos, and as much as I hate to say it, Patriots.
Oh, that's fair. Peyton versus Tom, one last time.
I mean, I don't like the Patriots.
No one does.
Yeah, I was about to say, who does?
I was going to say, who does? Really?
But it's probably going to end up something like that.
Yeah.
All right. NFC, gotta give it to, Falcons. Besides the fact that I'm totally biased against it, they do have a really good offense. Their defense is one of the worst, but their offense can score enough to where their defense doesn't even matter.
Yeah, they're pulling a Drew Brees from last year. But if you look at last year, right, before this past season, the 2 teams that lost in the NFC and AFC Championship went to the Super Bowl. So if you look at this, if that happened like last year, then we'd have a Patriots-Falcons Super Bowl, right? Now, I'm just going to say, instead of the Patriots, we get the Broncos-Falcons Super Bowl.
Okay.
Because without Ray Lewis, I don't think the Ravens can do it. Also, without a team.
Yeah.
Might be a challenge. All right, and your Super Bowl winner pick is?
I didn't finish my NFC.
My bad.
All right. Yeah, back off.
Back it off.
All right. So I'm going to have to go with Seahawks. I'm going to agree with you. I do like the Seahawks. It'll be an interesting game. Rematch of last year.
Hawks are my number 2 team, by the way. Anyway, continue.
But I think the Falcons will win again.
We have the exact same predictions for the NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
That better happen now. We'll look like geniuses.
I know. So it's ultimately, I do agree with the Broncos-Falcons Super Bowl matchup. Except, I'm sorry, if it's a Super Bowl, my biasness is gonna come out. Falcons are gonna win through hope, determination, and magic
I'm
Ponies.
gonna say the Broncos.
What?
do.
What? Magic ponies.
Fair
Well, I never
Celestia, I got this shit.
I never saw you die because the Falcons lost last year.
Oh my god, when they lost against the 49ers, there was this moment where I was absolutely destroyed. I ran into like a different room and I just laid there like
I had to drag him out.
We had a big party for watching every game of the playoffs, and when the Falcons lost, I think it was emotionally distraught. But you know what? I saw 1 yard short, and there is nothing like that pain.
Well,
1 yard short.
It was just an awkward ride home with me and him. Because he was just quiet in the corner, just
like I did
laying
say
there.
Yeah.
When he would almost got me home and he's like, you weren't kidding. If the Falcons lost, you were gonna be completely quiet. I'm like,
Yeah, that had to be the most. I felt like I was just crazy because I felt like I was talking to myself.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't saying shit.
Okay, so any other notes? Oh, wait, I was going to say, I think if it does come down to a Broncos-Falcons Super Bowl, what happened with Ray Lewis last year is going to happen that year. They're going to get up for the veteran who wants a Super Bowl win.
so Tony Gonzalez.
Oh, fair enough. I forgot about Tony. Gonzalez. Not our friend Tony. He's not playing in the Super Bowl. Or is he? He might be.
I thought he was killing zombies out
In Savannah, but that's right now. You
Okay.
never know what he'll be 11 months from now. He'll be in the Super Bowl. He made some career strides.
That's some big strides.
Yeah, it really is. I don't know. That could go either way. But Peyton has a 3-year contract. Tony has a 2-year contract. Can't they both win?
No.
Because
You gotta think of it this way. Tony may have a 2-year contract, but it's probably not gonna stay that way. He's
Barely.
probably gonna be retiring after this year, no matter what happens.
Most likely. If they win. If they don't, I could see him staying 1 more year.
Because they're so close.
Yeah.
They're so close.
Mm-hmm. I think, honestly, if they don't win this year, they'll probably be one of the best teams that ever won a Super Bowl. Like the 2007 Patriots team, the 18-1 team. I know it's awesome the Giants won, but that football team was amazing. It's probably the greatest football team ever. Sorry, 85 Bears fans, it's true. Or the Dolphins who went 17-0. But on to Tyler.
I think you guys summed it up pretty good.
So who are you picking?
Well,
AFC, NFC Championship, Super Bowl.
Super Bowl's easier for me. Like I don't know the freaking regions, so Super Bowl's easy for me to say. I think it's gonna be Patriots. Probably hate to say this, Falcons.
Fair enough.
Hate to say it.
Fair enough.
Tyler is not a Falcons fan, by the way.
Tyler also does not really watch football.
Yeah.
That's also a thing that happens.
Yeah. I mean, I'm amazed he managed to follow the conversation.
More or less.
No offense, buddy. Anyway, okay.
I think we have one more NFL.
Wait,
thing
who
to
do you
talk
think's
about.
gonna win?
Oh yeah.
Who do I think's gonna win?
Yeah.
Sorry, Scott. Patriots.
So we have 1 pick for the Broncos, 1 pick for the Patriots, and 1 pick for the Falcons.
Yeah!
But we all agree the Falcons are likely in the Super Bowl.
Yes.
All right.
I blame the free agent.
Now I'm gonna tell you guys something pretty crazy that happened the other day.
Okay.
Okay. So GM Buddy Nix for the Buffalo Bills, right? There's also another GM, I forget his name, for the Buccaneers. So these guys, they read about a prank that you can do on Domino's, like pizza places, right? What you do is you call up a pizza place, you give them a long, complicated order, right?
Yeah.
You get to the end of it and you say, "Hold on, read it back to my brother or my sister or whatever. They want to check it's right?" Put them on hold. Call another pizza place. Tell them, "Hey, 1 sec, my sister's gonna give you or my brother's gonna give you or order." Then put them in through to each other and listen to the confusion.
Did they do that? Like, actually do it?
Now, what they did was, just for the hell of it, they called up the Buffalo Bills office and said, "Hey, we're Buccaneers GM, whatever his name is, and we want to talk to Buddy Nix." They got through. They hung up, panicked, and Buddy Nix called them back.
Oh my god.
And he kept calling them back. He called them back all night. The next morning, he called them back at 8 in the morning. Finally, they decided they were going to try to do something. They called the Buccaneers office, right? Said that they were Buddy Nix and they wanted to talk with the Buccaneers GM, right? So now they get him up on the phone. Then they answer Buddy Nix calls. Boom. They have them talking. They can hear everything. They record it. Keep a note, people. This is illegal. This is a crime. You cannot record unless at least one person knows they're being recorded. This is a felony. But it is also hilarious.
That is true.
That is funny.
You can listen to the recording online. I'll put a link down in the description.
Alright.
But no, in this call, Buddy first talks to the other guy and is like, I've been trying to call you all night, boy. Buddy Nix is like 76 and from Alabama. And the other guy's like, what number was it? And then they read the number out and he's like, that's not my number at all. And then they trade numbers so it won't happen again. And then he's like, I would never jerk you around like that. I would never give you a bad number, and stuff. Then they proceed to talk about how much it sucks not having a good quarterback. Poor Fitzpatrick, poor Josh. Well, I will say this: the Buccaneers GM didn't directly insult Josh Freeman. He just commiserated with Buddy about how much Ryan Fitzpatrick sucks ass. Then they
it must suck to be Fitzpatrick.
They cut him the next day.
Wow.
Are you serious?
Yes. Then they talked about how awesome it would be to have an elite quarterback such as Peyton Manning or Tom Brady, and how then all your problems are solved. And then, very subtly, you could see that the Buccaneers GM brought up the idea of a trade in passing, right?
Yeah.
Just generally, and then Buddy just slowly shot it down. And I'm like, we just watched something huge happen in that part. It's just like, yeah, we're not sure what we're going to do with the corner. And then Buddy's like, we don't got enough picks. We don't need to be sending them out, And I'm just like, I think that was a trade-off. And he just said no. Anyway, it's a crazy call. Listen to the whole recording. It's pretty ridiculous. It was broken by Deadspin, which are a bit irreputable. But
whatever the hell we're trying to say.
Yeah. And currently the NFL has launched an investigation and they've called in the FBI.
Oh, shit.
No, these two are not going to have a fun time. Anyway. Yeah, so that happened. Anyway. I think it's about time we move on from the NFL. And we're going to go ahead and talk about some games we've been playing. Scott, what's next on your list?
Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and start out with an upcoming Let's Play. We're gonna be.
What would that be?
Well, I'm gonna be doing. It's gonna be BioShock Infinite.
Yes, everybody. He is gonna grab BioShock Infinite. He's gonna play the fuck out of it for you guys, and it's gonna be up.
Exactly. It is. These two are not particular fans of BioShock. Am I correct?
I played the third one. Didn't beat it.
Third one, that's interesting since that's the one that's coming out.
Okay, second one.
I was about to say fourth one.
Second
You
one.
played it?
Second
Who
one.
did you give a blowjob to? I played the first one, got about 3/4 of the way, and despite the story and everything and all the compliments given to it, not really a fan.
Yeah, same here. I played the second one like an hour and I'm done.
I liked it. I really liked it. I like that kind of setting,
Yeah.
Kind of like a ruined...
It's kind of like steampunky.
Yes,
yeah.
I love steampunk. I also like how everything is like kind of like an apocalyptic manner, but not in how we normally see it.
Mm-hmm.
Like normally we picture apocalypse on our own planet and everything like that. It's an apocalypse of the rapture.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay. Anyways, moving on. So Infinite, I'm a little, concerned about it because they're moving away from the underwater
Haven't
city.
they delayed that game like 4 times?
I think so, yeah.
Wow.
But it's coming out March 26th. That's an excitement movement. You guys couldn't see
pelvic
it.
thrust the air. Alright,
It was like a general moving of the
and then you just went like, ugh.
That's like a going Hulk on you bitches.
All right. And you guys may have seen it. We started uploading Tomb Raider.
That game is fun and aggravates me at the same time.
Exactly. No joke, the render of the second episode took a full 12 hours, but that's going to be going up. It'll already have been up by the time you listen to this. But in it, there is one of the most ridiculous moments I've ever experienced in a video.
That's the third one. That's the third episode.
Yeah.
When that happens.
Okay, it's in the third episode.
Because it has all the cuts.
Yeah. It's one of the most ridiculous things I've ever had happen to me in a video game. And we are going to name that episode Tomb Raider Episode 3, Choke a Bitch.
Exactly. Because
I get choked like 30, 40, 50 times. No joke, 20 minutes of choking. It's just, he tries to grab her waist, she tries to fight it, he chokes her. He tries to grab her waist, fights it, chokes her. He's like, I'm gonna get a little rape. Hey, I'm gonna choke you now. It's your fault. Don't try to fight the rape. Then you get choked.
But even if you don't fight it, like if you press nothing,
you still
get choked.
Still,
it's like, wait, you're not fighting enough. This isn't fun.
And there's an on-screen prompt, but it doesn't say what button to hit. So I'm just hammering random buttons on the keyboard. I'm just like, how do I fight this? I looked it up online. Other Let's Players have been stuck on the same thing. Finally, in some glitch guide, I finally found where it said that there was a specific time I had to press F, which I felt stupid because I felt like that was obvious. But you use E for like everything else.
Yeah, that's why it was kind of weird, because E was like the main button. That's the use button. Yeah,
E is the use button. And so it was kind of odd, but we finally got through that.
Yes.
And that's going to be going up soon. It's pretty freaking hilarious. We're going to keep playing Tomb Raider. I've heard that it's a medium length campaign, so I hope we're going to finish that off in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Other news, more Civ, which is actually our most popular video. Yay! Awkwardly long, intense clap.
Yes, I threw the marker at you. Give me that marker.
Foul play.
Foul play.
Give me that marker.
Don't even start that. Okay.
Give me the marker.
Just get rid of the buzzer. We had a buzzer.
It's under the pillow.
Here's the pillow.
I want the marker.
Oh, there it is. All right.
Thank you.
Interruptions aside, can I have the pillow back though?
Why do you want the pillow back?
It feels like it's out of place if it's not right there.
Yeah, fair enough.
I've got some problems.
We all know this, Scott.
Alright. Yeah, we're doing a lot more Civ. Tony's currently out of town, so if I put up another episode, it'll be without Tony.
Aw, sad face.
In other news, I'm gonna be trying to power through Space Marine.
Hell yeah, because that really needs to be done. We have so many games going on our channel.
We're taking on a lot.
And we need to focus and push through some stuff.
Yeah. Especially me in Dead Space 3, I hope, is going to be put up before this.
Well, since you're on the topic already, talk about Dead Space 3.
Dead Space 3, I don't know why people are talking a lot of crap about it. I understand it's not, like, as scary as the other Dead Spaces, but it went into a Gears of War, like,
very action-oriented.
Very action, bloody, everything that Gears of War is in that game.
Fair enough. I don't know. I'm not even a fan of horror, but it's sad to see yet another survival horror genre.
I agree with you 100%.
So
here's my thing about that, though, is the reason why they're getting a lot of crap for it is because they built their fan base on a horror genre.
Yeah.
And by getting rid of that, you're going to anger a lot of people. Those people probably don't play Gears of War if they're really upset about it.
Or they're playing Gears of War, but they don't want your Gears of War in my Dead Space.
Exactly.
Well, I like the upgrading system. Like, you would see in my video how the weapons you can upgrade them, and right now I have this rifle it's a semi-automatic rifle, and it's basically a pulse cannon.
From what I understand, though, the game uses the same type of ammo for every weapon, so you never ever run out of ammo, and it takes away a whole kind of survival aspect.
No, actually, there's one, your shotgun pistol thing that you have as your secondary weapon.
Yeah.
That takes a whole different ammo from what I've seen, because I ran out of ammo several times, and I'm just like flipping shit because I'm just like, okay, I need to bust some bodies over here so I can get some ammo. And you literally just bust bodies for you to get ammo. I don't know how it works. You just, okay, thank you, ammo.
It's like, I'm gonna stop on this guy's leg. I'm hoping the bullets I shot at him come back out completely redesigned so I can use them again.
No, sometimes you get like gel or some kind of gel, scrap metal, all this other kind of stuff, and I'm like, I can upgrade weapons, but I need to upgrade my armor. And I also have Mass Effect N7 armor in that game, and I get that from Mass Effect 3. Mm-hmm. I don't know how that works, but I got it.
It's a crossover thing. They did that with Mass Effect 2, when if you had Dragon Age, they had Dragon Age armor.
They did that with Dragon Age, where if you had Mass Effect, you had the glowy Mass Effect.
They did that with Kingdoms of Amalur demo for Mass Effect 3.
Demo. They did it in the real game.
No, I played the demo and I got the armor for that armor, Kingdom of Amalur armor, in Mass Effect 3. So all you had to do was play the demo.
For some reason, I remember Halo having something like that. There was a game that had like Mass Effect, whatever.
No,
it was like the Halo armor was in it, and it was a fantasy game. Like,
I'm not one.
The only thing I know of, and what you're talking about right now, is Duke Nukem Forever.
Oh, the steel!
That game was such a disappointment.
It was.
It was horrible.
Alright,
so let's get that.
Yeah, but 12 years.
Yeah.
But it was a horrible game.
Alright, let's get that horrible memory out of our way and talk about something else.
What do you got?
Since I got a hefty list, I'll just knock some else up. Another upcoming Let's Play, me and Tyler are going to be doing Army of Two, The Devil's Cartel.
And you got huge Army of Two fans over here. Like, I played the crap out of Army of Two. 40th Day was a disappointment to me.
Yeah, I was going to say, I heard the second one was really bad.
It was here's my big problem with the second one to me, is that as you're going through it, like, the story is absolute shit.
Yeah.
Much. So as you're going through it, and then after everything's blowing up, and then you do all this other stuff, you get to a point where your guy's like, you know what? That's the asshole who started it. Let's go kill him. And that's just how you get your antagonist. You're just like, halfway through the game, you're just like, yeah, I remember, yeah, he did this. He's a jerk. Let's go. We're gonna end him. And that just really disappointed me, because you don't have, like, a connection to him.
The back-to-back system was also, I did not like it.
They had, like, one...
I would like that when, like, if there's a horde coming after you, like a horde of military people, like, you go into back-to-back sequence right then and there. No, you only one back-to-back sequence.
In the whole game?
In the whole game.
Wasn't that on the crane?
No, two, because there was a crane and there was this one where you're, like, in front of this palace thing, and you got shot in the foot by a missile.
Yeah, I remember that.
Which is stupid how you survived, but still. Point blank missile.
Okay, so are you guys excited for the third one?
Hell
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as the second one disappointed me, and it's probably only going to go downhill, I'm still a fan, and I will play it because it's just fun.
It's just like Halo series for me. Like Halo 4, it was a disappointment to everybody, but I'm still a Halo fan.
Yeah, but it's a whole different company.
Yeah, it is a whole different... I can understand that, but...
The only problem is a lot of people hated it for some reason. I don't know why. Is Salem and
Rios, they're in it, but they're not the main characters.
They're not the main characters. And one thing,
I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that too. But
see, everyone didn't like them, but I loved them as the main characters.
I thought they were hilarious.
They were hilarious, and
rock paper scissors.
They actually lost points in reviews because it's like they're not taking it serious. But I thought that's what part of it was fun for.
Yeah,
because your characters were all serious.
I haven't played a lot. I played the first Army of Two a moderate amount with Tyler, but I gotta say that game seems completely unserious. Like, I never took it serious at all,
and it was hilarious.
No.
I loved it.
I never took it serious. Like there was.
But I will say, I'm not. It doesn't bother me at all that they're moving on because I like it when they do that. If they keep going with Sam Rios, right? Eventually, the game won't be able to go on without them, right?
Yeah.
By doing this, they can create an expanded universe.
I just hope the characters are at least funny.
I hope
that's part of the
Yeah.
game to me, is how funny the characters were.
I hope that there are more back-to-back sequence, because I love those. Like, here I am with a minigun over here, and, like, my partner is... I'm usually Rios, because I'm already a big guy, so I'm just like... Duck!
So are you planning to be Alpha or Bravo in this game?
Whoever's the big guy.
I think they're.
I think it's
Alpha.
I think it's Alpha.
Alpha is like this kind of buffy white dude, and then Bravo's like this skinny.
Which one was
Mexican
trained by
guy.
Rios? I think it's Alpha that was trained by Rios.
I don't know who they're trained by, but I like Bravo.
I heard Rios and Salem trained.
Yeah, they trained them, but I don't remember which one trained
I
which.
thought. Well,
But if it's okay with you, I would like to play as Bravo.
okay. Well, I'll play Alpha.
Fair enough.
We just settled an argument that never happened.
There you go.
It wasn't even an argument. It's just a mutual agreement.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one thing. What are you gonna say?
No, you go.
Okay, I got one thing to say. What's with all the threes?
Threes? It's because
They're not intelligent enough to come up with new IPs.
Okay,
yeah, I was about to say that. It's because everything's just everything.
Just throw your pen at the mic.
No, I'm really angry, so I'm just throwing my marker. It's because all the game developers just put out sequels because no one wants to make a new IP anymore, and that's a damn shame.
That is why Watch Dogs and The Last of Us is just getting everybody
I don't know
excited.
why, but every time I hear Watch Dogs, I think of Sleeping Dogs, and that game
Yes,
sucked.
I do that. Well, that game was okay, but it was a good game, but it was less than it was said to be.
Yeah.
It was like Spore. It was way overhyped beforehand, and it was a slightly below average game.
Yeah.
You know, like I enjoyed it and everything. I think it's cool that they kind of recreated Hong Kong, but the game was small. There was no multiplayer. There weren't enough missions, and overall it was kind of.
What really irritated me was how you had to be on the left-hand side of the road.
Yeah, but that's how it is over
I
there.
know, but it just irritated me because
Okay,
here I am
well,
on the
you're
right.
complaining about the good thing in the game. They accurately recreated
Yeah, that's
Hong Kong.
accurate. That's just like being an obnoxious American right
Yeah.
now. You're just like, oh, well, why can't them foreigners?
Well,
no.
no, I'm just used to driving on the right-hand side of the road in any game.
Well, that's a cool part of the game is you change your habits.
Yeah, I can't change my habits whatsoever.
Well, that's your fault. You're a bad player.
Complaining about the game.
Don't
I'm not
complain
complaining about the game. It just said
Yeah, you literally said
You
my
said-
least favorite part about the game was how you had to drive on the left side of the
No,
road.
what irritated me? I said what irritated me.
Fair enough. But you're a bad player. That is not a legitimate criticism of the game. Okay.
Fight.
Everybody beat the fuck out of Tyler.
Nerd fight.
Beat on the cripple? Alright.
You're not.
You can't
crippled.
use that
I can't
anymore.
use my arm well.
Deal with it. I'm skinny, or
What?
I was gonna say he's skinny, I'm fat. So you're the most average, so you deal with it.
Sorry, Matt.
I'm skinny, he's fat.
Gosh.
I'm sorry. It's not that funny, you asshole.
I'm sorry, man.
They make me cry, guys. I'm a fat kid. Nobody ever loved me. I'm gonna hide my man boobs. Alright.
Oh, God.
That hurt.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It was just
Scott
instinctively-
literally fell on the floor laughing like, oh, he thinks he's skinny.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, too.
I meant to say, Scott's skinny, I'm fat, and you're the middle one. You can't complain.
I'm sorry. Come here.
No,
I'm not giving you a hug. I'm going
How?
over there.
No.
There's a table. There's a table.
All right.
We touched elbows.
Exactly.
There you go. All right. Well,
I'm
that
good,
that was like 5 minutes of sheer panic right there. Where were we? Watch Dogs. Continue.
I can't wait for it.
I can't wait for it either.
I believe you are going to be playing it.
Yes.
And he's gonna cry.
We'll play it together. How about that?
Well, I can do it on my channel.
All right. Fair enough. He has a personal channel. If you guys haven't checked it out, go check it out.
You better goddamn do it.
Better
Don't
go
do it
and
now.
Do it. What is it? 420 Gaming or something?
No. What the
420
game? Really?
Yeah.
I was just, I was screwing with Scott. Okay, guys.
Oh my god.
Scott.
Random Productions 32.
I hope your mom's not listening.
Yep, that's why I did that.
Just because you laughed at
Who hurts now? When you're...
I gave you a hug. I touched your elbows. I caressed them.
Yeah. I'm good.
No, I was just kidding. It's, what is this? Random Production 72?
32.
32!
I'm not that small.
What?
Don't even, no, I'm mad as a channel. As a channel. As a channel.
Okay.
I actually said 72, which is bigger than 32, so you just insulted yourself.
Yeah. You did. He's writing out his thoughts, people.
He
Eat a
said,
dick.
Eat a dick. Alright, I thought you said fat ass dick, and I was like, well, fuck you. I was, you
Fat A dick. Fat A dick.
I got a fat dick. Alright, whatever. Let's move on from
Alright.
insulting each other.
Oh,
Tyler,
yeah.
you're
Tyler,
stupid.
you're fucking stupid.
You already said this in Madden. Screw you all.
Don't hit the table.
I hit the table on
You
accident.
just squealed.
Yes, I did.
This is not getting anywhere. Let's move on.
Well, he mentioned Madden. Might as well go into
Madden. I was gonna say, let's move on to Madden. Madden, people.
All right. Coincidentally, Matt's AFC pick. What is that?
My AFC pick?
Yeah, AFC Dolphins.
Dolphins? Yes, Dolphins.
We are playing as the Dolphins in the coaching career of Madden 13.
Indeed we
And
are.
Matt puts me in such a weird... Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm going
Hold
to rewind
on.
that.
Wait, were you
Hold
not the same
on.
position after that?
Were you gonna blame me?
Yes, I'm going to blame you for putting me 20...
It was a preseason game.
I know, but still. It was
And
just...
you just suck anyways.
Yeah,
I call
you
bullshit.
put me in horrible situations all the time.
Yeah.
I call bullshit on that.
Anyway, well, whatever. I'm the offensive coordinator, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm the defense.
And I am the team management and special teams because I suck, and that's where they can put me where I won't harm the team as much.
Yeah, very true. I am leading our offense with Ryan Tannehill, our best receiver, Anthony Fasano. Actually, who we just get? Kellen Winslow.
Yeah.
Our best receiver is Kellen Winslow. I guess Brian Hartline.
Yeah.
But we really need a fucking wide receiver.
We need a new team.
We essentially do. Like, you did some great moves to upgrade our line. But we really need a couple good wide receivers, and the offense will be set.
And maybe if we didn't waste experience on the kicker free agency package.
Hey, we wanted a fucking kicker.
Well, we thought
we
we
didn't
did.
even get it. We bought it and we were just like, wait a minute, we don't need one.
He's an 86. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Fair enough. No, I think it was the punter was a better kicker than our kicker.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah,
but they were both decent.
Yeah.
Like, it was like a waste. It was
Yeah.
a waste of experience.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, like, you don't really use the experience in the coaching method that much.
No, not really, but
No.
it helps.
So, any comments on the defense?
The only good person is my corner, and that is Wake.
That's not a corner.
He's not a corner,
Okay.
he's a defensive
Defensive end, my bad.
end.
Your corners suck. Well, you suck with the corners. You could have intercepted the ball like 40 million times, and you're just like, here you go.
I would say your whole D-line's pretty good. But what you really need is a corner and a free safety.
Yeah.
Those are the
I need
big
a free
weaknesses.
safety.
You kept saying strong safety when we were playing, but you didn't need a strong safety.
Well, we thought we did because
No,
in
you
practice,
died. We did.
Mixed up the strong and free safety.
probably.
It was the strong safety was like a 82, and the free safety is like a 70.
Yeah.
It's like the strong safety's not good either, but the
But-
free safety's ridiculously bad.
I think
Any big needs on special teams?
kicker sucks.
Kicker's
Ish.
fine.
It's
Like,
like
I've been doing fine with it.
I mean, you haven't missed any extra points.
Exactly.
We don't kick much because we're only 2 games into the preseason, so
We haven't done much, so we don't have.
Yeah,
much
we kind of piled up our games on like.
the way it works is the 2 really big projects we have are Madden and this podcast, and they both take a lot of editing and stuff. Well, the podcast not as much as Madden, But the way it works is I take the podcast and Scott takes Madden, and we do it bi-monthly on the same as the podcast.
Sort of. I may have missed the Madden date this week.
What's wrong with you, man?
Yeah, you did, actually.
That's because Sony Vegas crashed on me and it wouldn't render it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I did all the editing, I did the voiceover on that one part I needed to, and then it just crashed, and then, but it auto-saved, but then it wouldn't render, so now I have to do the whole thing over again in Camtasia Studio. I'm sorry if my morale was a little bit crushed at that moment.
Fair enough.
I thought your morale would be crushed from Binding of Isaac. I was about to say Isaac.
No, he actually had a really good game and then a really bad one.
Right after, like, no, that... I don't even want to talk about the one that happened after the good one. Because I still cry a little bit.
He does this thing where he pretends to be really mad at other people when he's in a bad mood, but he's so good at it, I honestly thought he was angry at me. And it after a little bit it started to piss me off, and I was getting angry at him, and it was like a cycle of hate.
When this guy gets angry,
I don't
Scott,
really.
Well,
get
okay,
that.
fake angry. I just laugh, just like I laugh at him nearly choking to death.
I did that at first, but he went pretty far with it. He was like, "Fuck you, man! You ruined everything."
With the choking to death thing, I'm so sorry for the choking to death thing.
He's not talking about the game. He's talking about, one day we were walking to my house, and I was chewing on some gum, and I happened to choke on it, and just because I made funny noises as I was choking to death, he just points and laughs at me as I'm dying in a ditch.
He almost falls in a ditch. I'm still over there busting out laughing.
You're a horrible person.
I'm sorry. If somebody's making weird noise.
Today we were standing on there's this edge where there's a concrete, like, parking lot. Then there's a hard concrete hill to the right that goes down to...
Oh, yeah.
And I started to accidentally step off it. I almost went falling down this hill.
I'm sorry about
like,
that.
I almost went fall. I barely caught myself on, like, a fence pole. I almost just wiped out, rolled like 10 feet down a hill, concrete, and just wearing shorts and a short sleeve t-shirt and just destroyed myself. His reaction as I'm beginning to fall is to start pointing at me and laughing.
No, I said look and laugh because I had my hands in my pocket.
Okay, well, his reaction is just, Matt's falling, guys!
I watch too much ridiculousness.
You're
sorry.
a horrible person.
You know, Scott put this into great words. I'm a nice guy douchebag.
Yeah.
I never said that.
No, you
just made those up right now.
No, you called me something and then you add nice at the end of it. Of something.
Oh yeah, that's because you kept buying me fucking McDonald's. And I'm like, you're such a dick, generous, nice douchebag.
Yeah, say
yeah.
that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
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 Silence breaker.
Yeah.
No.
Bow chicka wow wow.
1 sec.
Okay.
Alright, so now I'm going to talk about
Dota.
Dota 2.
Cutting that dead air.
Alright.
Alright, now reintroduce it.
Okay, so, Dota 2. We're going to be doing a series on this. It is going to be a continuous series. Predominantly me and Tony, I think. Is that what we're going with?
Yeah, but me and Tara will probably step in. We have a funny story.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah,
But
we'll
go
get
ahead.
that. We'll get it.
Cheer.
So basically, me and Tony, I'm a League of Legends player. I'm not particularly bad at League of Legends. I'm particularly bad at League of Legends. But I'm not as bad as League of Legends as I am at Dota 2. Now, I played my first ever Dota 2 game. Almost cried myself to sleep at the end because I was level 6. Do they even have a max level? I don't even know.
I think it's 20.
No one, unless you're farming really hard, I doubt you get above 25. My best game ever was a game against a bunch of noobs, right? We were 2 players down. They were 1 player down because everyone was disconnecting. But everyone was so bad and fed so hard. I was like level 25, Warlock, popping golems and pushing pushing all mid lane on my own. and I'm not like a little bit of mid lane. I'm saying I pushed mid lane from our base into their towers, took down 2 towers right by the fountain, completely alone. Well, me and my 2 golems and my Necromicon, and all the heroes ran away because they just see a mass of me and my minions, just like, we're coming to kill people. But that was when I was level 24, the highest I've ever gotten. I rarely see anyone over 25, unless the game goes an hour plus.
Well, anyways, I was level 6 by the end of it.
That is ridiculously horrible. Even he did better than that in his horrible game.
Oh my god.
Because I didn't do anything.
Let me say something about League of Legends. I played that with Scott one time. And
You single-handedly lost us the game.
yeah, I single-handedly just fed them kills. I was just like, okay, what am I doing? What am I doing?
He did that to us.
Yeah.
Like I was decent, right? And I'm like doing the best I can, but when everybody's like max level, and I'm still only level.
I was on level 5.
15, because like max level is 18 in League of Legends. He was just feeding that. He was like walking across the lanes. Who was experienced?
Hey, you want 200 gold?
You
want
were
some
telling
of
me to go
this?
jungling, and I was just like, okay, where the hell is the jungle? And I'm like, oh, hey, this is the jungle.
Where is the jungle?
Yes, I
Where
literally
is the
said
jungle?
that. I asked him where the hell the jungle is.
It is everywhere.
Because I did not go through the tutorial. I didn't go through it. So I was just like, okay,
Well,
so do I just walk in here?
I made you play the Dota tutorial, and you still didn't do very well.
You, see, I'm blaming you. You made me enter a match without doing the tutorial first.
Yeah, but you said you played League of Legends.
Yeah,
So
Dota 2 is completely different.
fair enough. We played a bot game, and you did pretty good.
No, that was the time I was only level 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. You did worse than I thought. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, he told me the character that I picked, the horseman, something like that. Chaos.
He picked Chaos Knight, which, as people who know about Dota probably know, is not a noob character. It's a hard carry that, unless you jungle hard the whole game and get lots of kills, is useless until late game. So, due to the fact that you never did shit,
I got to level 10.
You were completely fucking useless.
Yes.
You have to be like level 18 before you use
I was stuck with Clockwork.
Which is another horrible one for new players. What the hell? And when I tell you, like, I give you guys a list that here's some characters that are pretty good
You
for
didn't
new
tell me
players.
shit.
I
Okay,
told you,
how
you
was I not gonna pick Clockwork? It's like steampunky. I had to pick.
I was like,
Just
pick,
like Fiddlesticks.
pick Tide Hunter
That's nothing to do
or
with steampunk.
Tide
Fiddlesticks-
Hunter or
Fiddlesticks,
Warlock or something that's really easy for new characters to get into. Like,
I was like, oh hey, this dude has an axe. Okay, warrior.
or
No.
Crystal Maiden. So another, that's a really easy one for new players to get into. Crystal Maiden. She's a jungler. She's the first jungler that's really easy to play.
I don't like jungling. Jungling's for pussies.
Tide Hunter,
And
he
good
can
people.
solo or do a bot lane with a healer, or with a magic person. Like, Warlock is a mid lane, right? Then you have Tide Hunter, who can do a top or a mid, but I wouldn't recommend mid, I'd recommend top. And he can do a great bottom with another person. That's what she said.
Fair enough.
Okay, he can do a great bottom with another person, preferably a caster. But no, you guys, you need to both play a lot more. But as we were talking about there, we actually, me and Tyler recorded a Dota game because we were gonna do a little thing, and sorry Tyler, you kind of fucked up.
Well, it just our connection, both of our like Skype connections.
Yeah,
just,
but
like,
that wasn't until 35 minutes
Yeah.
into a 50-minute game.
I just sucked. I don't like those kind of games.
I
I'm going to
played-
say it.
I
I like
played-
League of Legends, but I didn't like Dota.
It's the
really.
exact same game.
I know, but I didn't like Dota. I don't like Dota. I don't know why.
Dota's better.
I don't. It's opinions.
Right now,
Again.
I'm feeling League of Legends.
Yeah.
Dota's the original. League of Legends is a remake.
Yeah, I know, but still, I like it better.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
It's opinions.
It's opinions.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
You shut the fuck up.
That was my line.
I don't give a fuck.
This is a scripted podcast, and I'm kidding. No, it's not scripted. This is very
Yo,
much
we'd be
real.
horrible scripts. Whoever's writing these should be fired.
Actually, no. Who's ever writing these? We do it really well. Every little argument we had was written in the script.
We're great actors.
Where's the
That's
buzzer?
thing.
I call bullshit.
Let's do
This
an
is all
improv.
in the script.
Improv game right now. I'm kidding.
We could play an improv game, but under pressure. You know, I don't know.
I suck at those games.
Not 2 lines. We could do a 2-line one.
We could do a 2-line.
I'm good at 2 lines.
Yeah, it's hard without a person to kind of sit there and laugh at it, though.
Yeah.
You kind of need a 4th guy.
Okay, well, back to the games.
Because the 4th guy's there to laugh and decide when it has to end.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway, we do a little Who's Line improv thing on the side.
Do you want to try to do one like at the end of the podcast?
Yeah, we'll decide whether we cut it out then.
Okay.
If it's funny, we'll leave it in. Anyway, we recorded a Dota video. It was, for one, the DX Story RAW file was like 180 gigs. It's freaking ridiculous. But it just went so horribly, and due to the Skype crapped out on us halfway through because we were using Skype. It was a Skype service just went down. It was a horrible recording. It really was. So we just scrapped it. But if it'll be a lost video that we don't actually have. It's lost to the internet. But it just me and Tyler failed horribly. And me just being like, oh, there's too many of them. And honestly, I didn't even do that great. I was 15 when they were all 22. But it was like, the feeding was ridiculously hard. It wasn't even just you, Tyler. There was another dude in our team who was like the same level. He was like 1 level higher than you.
Tyler and the other guy.
Didn't you go 0 and 24?
I don't know.
Hey, at least I went 0, 6, and 6.
Hey, fair enough. You got 6 assists. Well, that's clockwork. That's actually not that bad. I mean, you're not.
I just didn't do anything.
You're supposed to be a carry.
There was this like huge.
Like I did that. I'm not gonna carry the game. Fuck that.
No. People carry you, and you're supposed to pay it off late game.
Oh yeah, no.
It's called a carry.
No.
Yeah. All right.
Nope.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, you're supposed to get lots of levels, and then late game go murder.
That's what I do in League of Legends. I'm always like behind for like a couple levels, and then once I catch up, I fucking rock.
That's on carry.
That chick with the throwing stars thing. Yeah, that chick. I played as her, and my God, she is overpowered.
If you know how to use her.
Yeah, I killed.
And I know how to use her.
Yeah.
Didn't make that into a joke, but then it kind of went in that direction. I'm just talking about League of Legends, and I'm kind of good playing as Severe. If that's how you say
Severe.
It's Sivir.
I thought it was A. I thought there was an A at the end.
No.
Are you sure?
I think
Severe.
You're talking about the one with like the ninja blade thing, right? That looks like this. I know they can't see it, but
yeah, it has that, and it like has a skill that can like go to like one person, then another person, then another person.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Yeah. She.
Yeah, that.
Are you correcting us? Are you trying to figure it out, Matt?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just there's Sivir.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I said.
Alright.
I should know.
The Battle Mistress. So there you go.
Yeah. Yep, that's one of my favorite characters.
One thing I dislike about League of Legends is how you have to buy new heroes.
I do like that about Dota, that everyone's available to you, but they do have like a rotating roster in League of Legends, so you try all the characters, so you don't buy without trying. Obviously.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Still. But, anyway, let's go ahead and move on. Tony is not here again with us, but he wrote a pretty nice article that actually got some good feedback, and that was about what do you think the next big MMO is going to be? Now, if you've read the article, you know a lot he addresses questions to a person and says that they disagree with him. That was me. Me and Tony have had a lot of great conversations about the future of MMOs, and I'll just say it here because I know everybody's so hyped up for it. I'm pessimistic about Elder Scrolls Online, and that's because I have followed every single MMO that has come out in recent years, from development to launch. And Star Trek on the Old Republic Online, you know, or the Old Republic, right?
Yeah.
Rift, Aeon, you know.
All of those were pretty much failures.
They were good for a while, and then they immediately collapsed. And I feel like people are pumped up about Elder Scrolls because of the name.
Exactly. And that might be enough to pull it through. I honestly think, just because it's that universe, that story, it's going to have people's attention.
It's the Old Republic, right? It's using the same engine as the Old Republic.
That is true.
It's going to look like the Old Republic, right? And it's not being made by Bethesda. It's being made by ZeniMax Online, a subsidiary of ZeniMax, who also owns Bethesda. It's a whole different team.
Well, suck it, man.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, I guess.
You can't decide until it actually happens.
I'm not saying
I know.
it's going to be necessarily bad. I'm just saying people shouldn't start saying it's the WoW killer or it's going to be the new king of the MMO.
Well,
market.
we're not saying that. We're just saying it's going to be it might be a good MMO.
Yeah, okay. It might be. It also might be bad.
Yeah, there's a lot of mights in it.
I see people wanting to declare the Game of the Year awards right now, and that's a little bit ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. You can't. You obviously can't decide.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just saying, people get a little bit too excited. We've had plenty of MMOs. Some have been good, some have been bad. But, Elder Scrolls, trust me, you're not going to find any bigger Elder Scrolls fans than me. I played Morrowind when it came out. I played Oblivion when it came out.
So did I.
Yeah. I played Skyrim when it came out.
So did I.
You know how I learned? I learned how to mod by mod. I wrote my first ever code ever for a Morrowind mod back in the day.
I did that in Fallout 3, but whatever.
I did that, yeah. Oblivion was where I really caught on. I modded a lot in Oblivion. And that was what helped me get into the field I want to get to, which is computer science. But modding Oblivion, modding Fallout, lots of Skyrim mods. I've kind of stopped modding just because I'm so busy. But it's an awesome thing to do to learn about how games work. And I absolutely love the Elder Scrolls series. I feel bad because I have Dragonborn installed, haven't even played it.
Oh.
Haven't even played Dragonborn. And I don't know, maybe it's losing me.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I got back into Skyrim, like the Xbox version, and I've been playing that, and I just really can't get back into it.
It's not as good as Oblivion, which wasn't as good as Morrowind. Which arguably, except for being 3D, wasn't as good as Daggerfall. Like, Daggerfall was the biggest one. Daggerfall was massive.
Yeah, it would take you, real time to go from one city to the other.
Exactly. I remember them comparing the maps. There's, Daggerfall map, a little dot is the Morrowind map, and then, a quarter of that is the Oblivion map, and then just a little bit smaller than that is the Skyrim map. I'm like, they're just getting smaller. They're increasing detail, but decreasing the size.
Yeah.
Which
is arguably
it's
you have to decide if that's what kind of trade-off.
You have to have a balance.
Yeah.
And I'd rather have the balance be at the Morrowind level than at the Skyrim level. I'll give up a little detail to have a Morrowind-sized world. I will. Because I prefer that. Because that felt like it was actually substantially big. And way late character when you actually got ways to travel quicker. You could ride around on those things early to get to the beginning cities.
Yeah.
But, when you got telekinesis, so from the top of the Red Mountain, down to, what was the Bay City? With the big, brick buildings? Well, when I got telekinesis and I flew from the Red Mountain down to there, just looking at the world, it's so beautiful, it made me feel awesome. And I missed that. I really do.
I liked that about Morrowind. That, you know how Oblivion and Skyrim has the fast travel aspects of it?
Mm-hmm.
I like how it makes you have to work for that.
Yeah.
Much. You can't just be there.
Yeah.
You have to pay to be there an early game, and then once you get to that point.
Yeah. I mean, it's I get why fast travel's there, and I get the argument that, well, if you don't like it, don't use it.
Yeah.
But I almost feel like even having the option there kind of, it's too tempting.
Without fast travel, you're going to have Dragon's Dogma, and that map was just huge.
Yeah, but that's just bad game design.
Yeah, that map was huge.
And
see, now, it's one of those
huge
situations where, if you buy an HD TV, and then you're holy crap, HD is way better than normal, you're not going to go back to it.
Yeah.
We're so used to fast travel now that if we have the option to go back to not having fast travel, most people aren't going to like it. They're going to have problems with it because it's so much simpler to use fast travel.
Well, I actually modded fast travel out of my Skyrim for my first playthrough. Because I've realized, and I do this with a lot of games, you might run there the first time, never again.
Yeah.
90% of that world you're not going to see again.
Well,
you're gonna fast travel between quests.
I actually
I
don't use fast travel a lot anymore. I did in Fallout New Vegas.
Yes.
I did not in
Well,
Skyrim.
I got so bored of Fallout New Vegas. I fucking know every inch of it, and there's almost no point anymore.
Well, back to Skyrim. When I got that, what was it? The one with the vampires DLC. What was it called?
Oh, Dawnguard?
Dawnguard DLC. Once I got that DLC and you had that chain for a werewolf, I ran as a werewolf everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love being a werewolf because all I do was kill a bunny and then eat its heart and then run away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, I thought, well, I didn't fast travel on that playthrough, but then, once you run there, like, about 10 times, then you just, like, get tired of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one issue I have with Skyrim, and this, if you like it, you can actually say this is a compliment to Bethesda. It's about the illusion of size versus actual size.
Yeah.
And it lies upon a lot of key factors. A lot of hills gives the illusion of size. A lot of mountains. How fast you walk. You walk very quickly, or you move very quickly in Skyrim, right?
Yeah.
But you move relatively slowly, but also quickly. And due to all the hills and stuff, it feels a lot bigger than it is. Which, on one hand, compliment to Bethesda. They made it feel big.
Yeah.
But, like, when you actually think about it, it's not that big of a game. You can go from one end to the other end of the game in, like, 30 minutes, maybe. Less, probably. I mean, if you just run in a straight line and ignore all the stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, they're very good at making a place feel bigger than it does, than it actually is. But, another thing with me is, don't know if it's just me, honestly, the world feels less alive to me than it did in Oblivion. That may just be me, though.
Well, here's the thing. I think the reason why I agree with that, but I think we might have different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Because mine is, I honestly don't feel Skyrim as a nation that interesting to me.
Well, see, when they first announced it, I was really excited, because Skyrim was always my favorite one. Like, in lore and stuff.
Black Marsh.
Well, I mean, just from a lore perspective.
Just because you like Argonian stuff.
I love my favorite race, really. But,
I'm a warrior, so I gotta go with the Nords.
Skyrim was always my favorite country lore-wise. And I think the whole world they crafted is pretty cool. But, I don't know. Maybe it's just, I feel like walking around Oblivion, I could get immersed easier. It's like Skyrim has a couple random people walking around the roads and stuff, and stuff does randomly happen. But I guess it's just the sense of, I felt like Oblivion was more realistic. Like, which isn't a good thing, always, you know. But I don't know, people complained that it was boring, especially after Morrowind, which was insane. But I liked it.
Am I the only one, like, if you start over a character, wants to join the space program, Skyrim space program, like, hit a giant and then see what happens, like, him hit you with a club and then fly up in the air?
Yeah.
I wish they did not, like, if you die, you have to hit a button, because I wish they did that, because I just want to see my body just, yeah. Am I the only one that wants to do that?
No, it's funny, you know. Yeah, it was originally a bug, but it was so hilarious they left it in.
Yeah, but I just wanted that. It was just.
Oh yeah.
Friggin' space program.
Fuck that. But as someone who hasn't played Dragonborn yet, how does it capture Morrowind? Like, does it actually feel like Morrowind?
Well, it's.
You haven't played Morrowind though.
No, yeah, but
have you played Morrowind?
I played.
I can tell you the.
See, this is the problem.
I can tell you what it looks like. Like, it's a desert. A volcano exploded, so like half of the woods is gone, and you can see the volcano in the distance.
Yeah, that's Red Mountain. Yeah.
And like, if you go up,
Vardenfell. Sorry.
If you go up to like the north, it gets ashy. Like, there's ash, but there's also snow. Like, you can tell the difference though. And there's also these new Spriggans that are fire Spriggans, and they set your ass on fire. And here I am just like... killing everything.
One thing I just want to bring up is, after playing Skyrim, have you gone back to Daggerfall and went to Skyrim in the locations just to see how much it's changed?
Totally different.
It's so different.
It's insane.
But it's cool.
There's
That's one thing I like about it though. Is it's not like they're just making shit up as they go
yeah,
along.
no, they
It's
have a
one
lot of lore.
It's
Like
one
if you can
connected
even go
large
back to
lore.
Arena,
Yeah.
and they have a couple of the
I
major
love
cities.
the arena. I love
Oh
the
no,
arena.
the first Elder Scrolls game
Oh.
was called Arena.
Oh, okay.
Elder Scrolls Arena.
Alright, well, I like the arena in Oblivion.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about the first game. It's called
Well,
Arena.
I've only played Oblivion and Skyrim. That's the only ones I played.
You're
I've
part
seen
of
you
like
play-
the new ones.
Yeah, I've seen you play Morrowind.
Yeah, you're like the new generation.
After this,
of
I'm
gamers.
totally gonna re-download Morrowind. I have the game.
There's a modded version of Morrowind that makes it look better than Oblivion.
Oh.
There's some people, and it's called Moblivion, right?
Yeah.
They combine Morrowind and Oblivion into one game.
Oh,
And you can travel from Seyda-Neen to Oblivion and Oblivion to Seyda-Neen. And what these guys did, right, was they took Moblivion, they put it into Skyrim. And it's called Moblivion, right? And right now it's in like an early alpha, but I actually downloaded and messed with it. Moblivion is actually fully playable. Every quest works.
Yeah.
There's a couple graphical bugs. But it's Sky Moblivion or whatever they're calling it. Something like, I gotta look up the exact thing and I'll link it below. But that one, it's like, Skyrim works good, Oblivion works pretty good, Morrowind is fucked. Like, they're in the middle of moving that over.
Yeah.
But no, though modders and stuff are so awesome like that.
Yeah.
But no, you can play them all in one game, have one character through all of them, which doesn't make sense because that character would be the most important figure in history. Not only would he be, what's the?
If we start listing off everything you could be,
No,
in
in
all of
just
it-
the
no,
Morrowind.
the main
There's the name of the Morrowind here.
Dragonborn.
No, the name of the Morrowind here.
Oh.
It was like it starts with an N or something. Nazareth.
I don't know.
I don't think that's it.
There's a name.
The only one I could think of is, me.
No, there's
being
the Nerevarine. The Nerevarine.
Yes.
The Nerevarine.
Yeah.
The Nerevarine.
You'd be like, God.
And the official name of the hero from Oblivion is called the Champion of Cyrodiil, COC.
Yeah.
And then the official name of Skyrim was Dragonborn.
Yeah. Yes.
So you can have one guy who is the Nerevarine, which, by the way, that guy's immortal, and he went over to the other continent, Akavir. Your main character is technically still over in Akavir, because he cannot die by any method except being murdered. And poison won't work on him, diseases won't work on him, old age, doesn't age, all this stuff. But, yeah, so that's pretty cool. Stab in the heart of Thorcon and stuff.
Yeah.
What you do at the end? There's a hint that your character from Oblivion, COC, if you play the Shivering Isles DLC, you become Sheogorath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that character becomes a god too. So is there going to be another DLC for Skyrim wherein we become immortal?
Well, you
Carry on.
basically in Dragonborn. Well, I don't want to ruin it. Well, you don't become immortal, but you just kill this dude and technically just tell a Daedric god to fuck off.
Yeah, but I did that all the time.
Yeah.
Just,
Well, it's the
new.
god that knows everything, knows everything that's going to happen, knows everything that's he knows everything, you know.
it's a he.
It sounds like a he, but it's a bunch of tentacles here and a bunch of eyeballs. So I'm just like,
Alright.
you're ugly, go away.
For a moment I was going to say AU, but that could be it.
No, it starts with a H, but
The Elder Scrolls lore is pretty hardcore. Like, there's the Godhead, which is the head that imagined the world. Then there's AU and the other one, like NEU or something, which is light and darkness. At first there was only darkness, but then there was light. And then, the darkness had a son who was Sithis.
Yeah.
And then they had a daughter who was the mother.
the Night Mother,
Night Mother, yeah. And then, light had a bunch of ones.
Dark
and then-
Brotherhood, loved it.
And then those ones, they had kids, but they intermingled, and now they're the Daedra and the Aedra, and the 9 Divines are the 9 Aedra. Right? And then there's the Daedra, who are good and evil, and they're just random. Yeah. But no, Elder Scrolls lore is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
But it's so good.
It's amazing.
It's like...
It was originally a D&D game. The guys who made the first game, they had this whole world for their D&D stuff. What?
Buy it.
Buy what?
The
D&D
version
version
of Elder Scrolls.
There isn't one.
They need to make one right now. Go.
They just...
No, you're out of the podcast. Go make it. What are you doing here?
Scott, why don't you make it? You go with the computers.
We use the Forgotten Realms thing, but I'm thinking we have changed the world so much.
No, we killed it.
That I could just create my own world close to that, and
now since we're on D&D, we might as well just tell them how we destroyed the world.
Yeah.
We already did that last time.
I'm gonna start doing a write up for D&D sometime when I get around to it.
We just have so much shit, though.
I need to start. It's pretty ridiculous. We're not going to go through all of it, but suffice it to say, they created a massive global empire, went to war with another empire, and
Hydra.
The Hydric Empire.
Tylarius is awesome.
Tylarius, which is Tyler's separate character, he has two characters.
Yes.
Proceeded to rebel against Hydra. And there was a massive three-way battle at Baldur's Gate, which succeeded in ripping apart the whole world. All of their characters either died, became gods, or became irrelevant. And now, 120 years later, this is our second campaign. That was our first one. They're playing in this world that I kind of crafted from all of this, which has the remnants of the Hydric Empire, another kingdom called the Kingdom of Oomph, and the northern... Yeah, and the... I'm not good with names. It's a running joke, though. And the Northern Coalition, and then there's a whole bunch of city-states and little countries and stuff. And it's pretty much unrecognizable as the Forgotten Realms world. So I'm thinking maybe I make my own map and we just have our own world.
Okay.
Because we can step that way. We can actually start publishing our stuff if we want to.
Yeah.
So
we just.
I could write a fantasy book or something.
Well, with the shit we do, you probably can.
Yeah. Okay.
Burning down an entire city, opening a rift.
Multiple cities.
Opening a rift. I did not mean to burn down that city. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
But I meant to punch that lord in the face.
There's body swapping and revolutions and concentration camps, and there's a plethora of stories.
And it's really awesome.
And Tony did this. Screw Tony.
Yeah, and talking kings out of their own kingdoms.
Punching lords in the face. Everybody loves doing that.
And being completely neutral throughout the whole thing.
For some reason, Scott historically plays characters who just don't do stuff.
Yeah.
I try to draw you in,
but you don't do it. It's either Tony or me that does it. And it's usually Tony.
Last campaign, there was who was the hero, Tylarius or Gabriel? Gabriel was the emperor of the Hydric Empire. Tylarius was the rebel, and I was playing Tyler's character and Tony's character off each other. And in case you guys are wondering how we actually have a D&D campaign, we sit down and we all play as a group. Tylarius functioned completely separately from the rest of the group, whereas Tyler had a character he played just with them. He was very careful about not mixing influences. He never tried to sabotage them.
One thing all of his characters do have in common, though, is they're all alcoholics.
No, Tylarius was not an alcoholic. Tylarius was a womanizer. And so was Ragnar.
Yeah, Ragnar is...
The bar fight.
Ragnar is probably my favorite character I've ever created as a DM.
Dude, no, that bar fight.
He was an NPC.
Heathen! How is he not there?
Phil?
Yeah.
Phil, yeah, but Phil's was kind of Tony's character that is sold to me. I was just gonna say though, Ragnar was more than an NPC.
Yeah,
he was
my best friend.
Tylarius and Tyler, respectively, got so emotionally attached to him that I could use him as a weapon against Tyler.
He killed him off.
I did. Well, but he had a noble death.
He did.
Yeah, and Tylarius died right after that.
I died, and I'm like, save everybody.
Yeah, we Fable 2'd him. He had an ending where he sacrificed his life to save millions.
Mm-hmm.
But no, and whereas Gabriel, Tony's character, just created an empire which abused millions of people, and the guys who stepped in onto the throne after him are like horrible. Yeah.
I just like how in this story now that we have to find all the ancient weapons, the army, and
He'll write that in the write-up.
Yeah. No, they're reuniting some. I don't want to ruin it because I have a lot of cards up my sleeve as a DM, but they've recently learned. Now this is just their knowledge. I'm not giving away any DM knowledge over whether this may or may not be true. They have recently begun to think that they need to recover all the weapons in the campaign to do something. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm also not saying it's right. All I'm saying is that is what you guys think.
I would say it's a good idea because that motherfucker may be powerful.
Yeah. Well, they were used to kill gods, and once something is used to kill a god, it gains power forever. It's a god-killing weapon.
Yes.
They killed the god, what was his name?
I don't know.
I think it was like Ragath or something. He was a shadow god the wizards that they were attempting to summon. But now they have another god whose name is Psychith, and he's fucking some shit up. No, when in doubt, I just pull a demon god out. I'm just like, you need an enemy? Demon god!
Yeah. Okay, in this campaign, I was playing one character named Lark. It was
there is a Chekhov's gun. And if either of you know what that is, then respect to you.
What?
Never mind.
Say that
you'll
name again?
go look up Chekhov's gun, and then you'll be like,
Chekhov's gun?
Chekhov's gun. Like Chekhov.
Is it a gun?
It's Chekhov's gun is. You know what a TV trope is? You know TVtropes.com?
Yeah.
TV trope.
Mm.
A trope is something that reoccurs over and over in fiction, and we have no idea why.
Yeah.
Right? Chekhov's gun is named from an episode of Star Trek, and the Chekhov's gun phenomenon occurs in thousands of pieces of fiction, as far as you go back in time. So go look it up. But I don't want to ruin it because now that you know there's a Chekhov's gun, you're gonna look for it everywhere.
Oh no, I'm not going.
No, you will. Trust me. I know. Like, if you know Chekhov's dropping guns, you're gonna be like, "Where's the fucking gun?" Anyway,
should we progress?
Okay. What?
Should we progress?
What do you mean?
We've been talking about D&D and Skyrim for like a long
Well, they're
time.
awesome things to talk about. But let's go ahead and
we do
continue.
some interesting stuff in D&D.
Yeah, but he's gonna do write-ups and stuff.
Yeah, I am. But this is just a general thing. I'm gonna write up more detailed.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
I also want you, for your first write-up, I want you all, if you can, to write a few paragraphs on your characters from the last game. You know, their motivations and their history.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually for this game, too.
Okay.
But last game first. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to a new subject.
Since I got more
I
things
don't
over here, I'll just go ahead and do something. All right.
I don't really have anything to say about this game.
Assassin's Creed 3 he was going to talk about.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed 3, it's just like any other Assassin's Creed, but you can climb on trees.
Beat it last November. Actually liked it.
Yeah.
Thought it was pretty good. Some people didn't.
See, now they're Assassin's Creed fans, and I do not like Assassin's Creed, so they can talk about it.
I'm so
out.
fucking pumped for Black Flag.
Oh yeah, the fourth one?
That looks amazing. But see, that game's going to terrify me because one of my phobias is being in open water, like ocean or lake. Terrified something's going to, like, eat me.
So how did you do in Assassin's Creed 3 when you had to, like, do a ship thing?
I didn't really mind the actual, like, the being on the ship part doesn't bother me. It's being in the ocean without a ship
Oh, okay.
that bothers me.
I know what you mean by that. Like, just not in real life, but in video games.
Yes.
Like, whenever I'm playing a video game, and I think it's because of Jack and Dexter.
Yeah.
I think that's where
that's
it
why
started.
you didn't want to play
That's where it
Deadlist.
began.
Every time I like swim in a game, like because of Jack and Dexter, a giant fish. It always scared the crap out. I've never seen
Jack
it
and
coming.
Daxter is one of my favorite games. By the way, I think Jack 2 may have been the first really big open world game I played. Well, there may have been other ones. Well, actually, Morrowind.
Yeah.
Jack 3 kind of went... I like Jack 3.
Jack 2 was fucking amazing.
Yes, Jack 2 was
Jack
amazing.
2 is one of my all-time
Indeed.
favorite games.
Jack
Yes.
3 just kind of went downhill for me.
And I mentioned Seabot Chronicles in a Let's Play of Binding of Isaac, but it's also amazing. Anyway, continue.
All right, so we're just gonna talk about the games, and then we'll go on from there. All right.
Yeah,
So
okay.
I'm just gonna talk about a couple games I played recently. Risk of Rain. I suggest future Matt, when you're listening to this, put Risk of Rain download link in the description.
Gotcha.
Alright, future Matt?
Gotcha.
Alright.
Technically, well...
No, don't. No. We're not going down this path.
Why?
We're not talking about time.
Well,
Right.
technically you
We don't want to get into a science discussion.
Okay.
No.
We'll be here for years.
Exactly.
Fine. It would
Alright.
be entertaining, though, us talking about that he's technically talking to
Tell you
future
what.
Matt, so.
Tell you what. We'll next time we record a podcast, will you have you ever listened to the Rooster Teeth podcast?
Which one? Oh.
Any of them?
No, I don't listen to that many podcasts.
You're our Gavin.
Why'd you point at me?
Because you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I thought you said I was the Gavin. I'm
No,
like, whoa.
he's the Gavin.
Why am I the
Whoa.
Gavin?
Because you're like Gavin free. You kind of are. Like, in relation to the rest of us. I'm more like Gus, and you're more like Gavin.
Is that a good thing
Then
or
where
a
am I?
bad thing?
Whoa.
It's
Whoa. Where am I? High five. Nice.
I don't know who you are. You don't... Jeff. Or let's say that.
Okay.
So I'm Gavin.
But Jeff hasn't been on a podcast in like 2 years.
Alright, bye guys.
Just quit.
Hold on, whoa. Who's taking you home?
I'll walk. Alright. So next, oh yeah, I didn't even say anything about it. Risk of Rain is kind of like a Binding of Isaac, except in the sense of you unlock people, you get items and junk. It's 2D, and
It reminds me of Terraria.
the longer
just
you
kinda.
play, the harder it gets.
Yeah.
And it gets really fucking hard. Farthest I got was level 3, so I don't know how many levels there are, but I didn't unlock anything after getting to level 3. And watching Northern Lion play it and only get to level 1 really ticked me off that I didn't unlock anything. So, that's that game. Next game I'm going to talk about real quick is, sorry I'm kind of monologuing this, but Matt did it last week, so I'll do it this week. So, next game we're going to talk about is Teleglitch. It's an indie game, roguelike, you die and stuff, it sucks. But it's fun. The game doesn't suck, but the thing sucks to die and stuff. It is really distracting watching these guys trying to communicate without speaking, and I'm trying to talk.
Where the hell is the pizza?
Oh, it's in there.
God, why?
Go get the other pizza.
I'm
Go get
talking
the
about
pizza.
the game, though.
No, go get the
go
pizza and then talk about the game.
It's kind of like this futuristic thing, and like
the pizza.
an apocalyptic scenario. This military facility is like run down because you try to teleport. Stupid ass mofo's trying to teleport.
You know how teleporting is.
It fucks shit up. And you don't want to walk into the black goo. Just gonna throw that. You guys will never see the video, but
What?
it happened.
What about the pizza?
Just say, are those the right ones?
I think there's sausage, there's...
Then that's the right ones.
Pepperoni.
It's the right ones.
Alright, hold on. Give me a
Alright.
couple seconds of silence here. Marker.
No, I'm gonna keep talking, going hardcore, going ham.
I'm still gonna
going
cut it out.
ham, cheese, and sausage pizza. That's what I'm talking about. Give me the pizza.
Then here you go.
Thank you.
Alright.
I got the pizza. I don't like pizza.
Pizza.
Alright, so we're gonna have a...
Alright.
Sorry, Matt. Future Matt.
I'm gonna get it out of there.
What about me yelling about the pizza?
That's what she said, by the way.
Have me a fucking pizza.
Okay, just screw it. Just keep it in there.
No, I'm gonna cut it.
There's so much talk about... Let's just finish the... We're so close to being done. We're so close
do
to
you
being
want
done.
We're really.
That sausage, you want pepperoni?
Did you get the right? Whatever. Just set it aside.
Alright, so next... We're gonna talk about skits real quick. We're gonna start...
What?
We're talking about skits now.
Oh,
We're gonna
They
start
told me
our-
with the racers.
Don't spoil anything.
Okay, here, guys. Okay, guys, since you monologue for so long. Okay, guys, now we're gonna talk a little bit about some sketches we're gonna do, or skits or whatever, little shorts. Lots of little names for them. We're gonna start. If you've ever seen like Rooster Teeth shorts, bad in comparison to Rooster Teeth again. But like SNL style stuff, we're gonna do some of those and upload to YouTube. Hopefully they're funny. Like that, we have some ideas. Don't want to ruin them. We think they're pretty funny. Like some D&D jokes up in there. Just some general funny stuff,
Yeah.
You'll get to see us.
Am I going to be in pain in any of these? Am I going to ask?
No.
Probably not.
Where'd the marker go?
Well,
You'll get to see me in all my fattiness, Scott in all his skinniness, and Tyler.
I still think we should do Dance Dance Revolution.
And Tyler in all his stupidity.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Me fat, Scott skinny, Tyler stupid.
And
that's why.
And I am tolerant to pain, so yeah.
Tony evil.
Sadistic, massive. That other
Masochist?
word, yes, that one.
But that means he likes
Shut
to hurt
up.
himself.
Shut up. He does. He does.
Sadistic and insane.
Sadistic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he likes watching other people suffer.
Yeah.
That okay? Oh, I was thinking.
There was something else. There was another one. There was another one of these.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler in pain.
No, I'm trying to write down the skits so I don't forget them.
We had one about
Oh.
Dungeon Masters. We don't want to
What
ruin
the-
it.
With the whatever that happened. That happened right there.
Okay. This is great content.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And you know what? Fuck you guys for criticizing us.
All right.
All right, to finish it up, we should try our improv attempt.
Okay. Well, first off, I'm gonna do a little outro real quick.
Just in case it doesn't work
Just in case it doesn't work. Okay, thank you guys very much for listening to the OSS Podcast. This is episode number 2. Check us out, OpenSourceForTheSoul.com. This is Matt.
And Tyler.
What?
And Scott. And we love you all, except fuck you. Goodbye.
Peace.
See you.